Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start a live stream talking about the new moon in Aquarius. Thank you very much for being here, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. So we have the moon in Aquarius, we have the sun in Aquarius, but it's really early degrees of Aquarius, it's only 2 degrees. And we're gonna experience a very new shift, a very unique individual, and not just you being unique and individual, but you using that, you going beyond and above that, and you connect that with the world, or you create something in the world that you and others can use to provide stability, to provide attention, to provide excitement, but in a consistent yet unique and spiritual way. Okay, so that's why many people either love Aquarius season or many people hate Aquarius season, because either you are really on your spiritual pack, on your spiritual track, and you thinking, communicating and associating with unique projects, ideas, people and things, you are seeing yourself in the right way, you are seeing yourself in what you are and not what you are supposed to be, you're gonna love Aquarius season. You're gonna connect with everybody that you need to connect with. It will not feel so demonic or emotional or like a trap or something, or so sticky icky. Okay, and it'll be easier for you to be like, oh, that's the space I gotta be in, or that's the space I wanna be in. Oh, those are the people, places and things that I should be connecting with. Yeah, very clear. All right, because Aquarius is fixed air. All right, so you have air, most clear, less affected, less influenced by the feelings and the emotions and the internal realm. Keep in mind that the air is the yang, is the externalification of how you perceive the world in the external way. So it's very external. It does connect with the internal world, but very little and very lightly. And if you have a air sun, air Mercury, and you don't have a earth or fire or water moon, okay, if you have air sun and air moon, most likely you cannot go as deep within yourself, and you cannot see as deep within others. So you only see their body, you only see their faces and their words, but you don't see their intention, their chakras, their spirit, how they spinning, how are they spiraling up that thing. You only see what they're saying to you, and they might be supporting you, they might be saying, oh, I like you, but behind closed doors they are trying to direct you to certain situations where you don't provide or you don't receive as much fruits for your own imagination and your own individuality and your own creativity, because either the surroundings influenced you or you created for yourself based on what the surroundings were feedbacking you, okay, an image or some actions, or you allowed others to spread this information about you, that now when you are about to shine, when you are about to connect with the world and associate your uniqueness and individuality, you feel weird, or others feel weird about you because they have seen you and heard about you but not from you. Okay, or if it was from you, you were already conditioned because you were not being fixed on your own way to think and communicate, right, Aquarius, right? So you let yourself be rocked to sleep. Aquarius can be rocked to sleep by family and friends, because Aquarius is so detached, so manly, so strong, but that sometimes they feel the lack of connection, or they feel something is not right if they are not in friendships, if they're not in groups, if they're not in associations, if they're not spending time with other people doing fun, interesting things, or thinking real good, thinking real hard, right? So sometimes they'll be like, bro, I've been so alone, or I've been so tough, I've been so intelligent, but that doesn't lead me to no girl, that doesn't lead me to no man, that doesn't lead me to no money or to no pleasure. And then they allow the families and friends like, oh, you are too much dry, you are too serious, you think too much, you are too rebel, you are too this, you are too that. And the girls, you like, yes, that's true, that's, oh, thank you. I just need to tone my individuality down. I just need to stop being myself so I can enjoy being with y'all. You guys are so right. And then the Aquarius goes, try to be in demon time, everything fails, gets exposed. Okay, the thing is, the Aquarius will get the girl or will get the man, and that's the problem. That's the reason why when you were being yourself, you were thinking and communicating about your own nerdiness. For an example, there is a reason why you weren't getting that girl or that man. Okay, that's a reason why, and that's a reason as well as when you get in demon time and you get with the program on the negative way, right? When you try to be just like everybody else, you try to play the same plays like everybody else, and then it works better than everybody else because you Aquarius, you talk real good, you see. So yeah, you don't get so affected by what others think about you and shit like that, and you go all the way through. And you meet your goal, and then that's exactly the problem. You shouldn't get that goal. It wasn't for you, Aquarius. Okay, it's not just because you can get it, or not, it's not just because you have it that you should be using it all the time and things like that. Okay, yeah, Aquarius is unique. You can be mixturing, you're alchemizing yourself with others. You too unique. You are. It's like you have this super valuable asset and you are giving it for free. It makes no sense, right? So what you need to do is, especially on this new moon in Aquarius, is understand what is your mainly or your main mind states. Because remember, Aquarius, fixed air. Air, thinking, communicating, analyzing, socializing, being light, being flexible, and being real. Fixed, having consistency or stubbornness, being fixated, as in you can accumulate a lot, or negatively you could be better in somewhere else, but you decided to be fixed there because that's all you know. Being fixed, even if everybody's going against you, you just fixed because it's not because you are against them, right? It's just because you are being for yourself, right? So all of that culminates into what I was talking about, which is yes, quote unquote, what to do right now is observe your mind, because it's not you, it's your mind, it's your thoughts, it's your feelings. It's just like if you have an object, it's your thing, so it's not you, and your body is the same. It's more personal, but it's still not you. It's your body, your mind, your face, your eyes, etc. So you observe your mind, right? And you try to discern, you try to conclude, you try to know what are your main mind states, okay? The air that you spend most time fixed on. And you will not have just one, okay? Because the only thing constant in the universe is change, and you are a living proof of that, right? So you're gonna have 2, 3, 4 main mind states, okay? And then you switch up and you mixture and mingle them throughout the day and throughout your life, right? And sometimes you erase a mind state completely, where you don't even remember. And then a retrograde come back, or it's your birthday, or it's your moon return, you'll be like, bro, I didn't even realize that I came out of that mind state. Because back then, I'll be so much this, or I'll be so less of that, and now I'm more of this. Now I think more about that, or I think better about that. You know what I'm saying? So then once you know your main mind states, you have to judge them. Give a little of Libra energy. Create new ways to look at them. Because new moon, right? And allow the Aquariuses, Geminis, Virgos. I know this is going to make your bones shiver, but accept the feelings. Accept the messages. Okay? Accept the vibes. Be open, be more feminine, be more a recipient. Because what is a recipient? It's like a glass of water. Not only you receive, not only the cup receives the water, right? It also does not leak. It contains the water. And a clean cup maintains the water in its original state or in a very similar state. So it's new moon as well. Not only you are putting water into a new cup, you are creating the cup, because you create everything, all right, except the giggle. Except the jiggle. The jiggle. Okay, the jiggle in the esoteric realm, which is feelings and emotions.
Exactly.
And that's why females, they have more jiggle, like in how they move and how they develop their body, because a female is quote unquote more spiritual, or like I like to say, it has more spiritual potential or spiritual capabilities. It's not like you just by being a female you already know how to use all of that. No, with great power comes great responsibility as well. Okay, and then it's up to females to be the real gardeners of the world. And this might sound weird, and but you as a female, you have to look at men as being a part of your garden, or like you the garden. It's not like you are the man is a part of your garden and you are keeping care of the, no, you the garden. So you have to keep men in track to take care of yourself. And then you have to let the man think that's my garden. Oh, I'm taking care of the garden, because it is. Because the garden, if you look outside, forests don't organize themselves. They just grow, right? And the female needs to be like that. A female can't be cutting its own feelings and emotions and imaginations. Then the man goes and does that in accordance to the female vibration. It's not even idea, okay? And this is, it is way less conscious that you can't really be like, oh, it was in that day that me as a man, I cut that wrong feeling from my female. No, because it's you and her, or you and him doing that together when you're sleeping, when you're watching a movie together, when you are spending times away from each other, and you were in a space, or you were at the store, and you remember about your partner and like how they make you react in a certain way. Because when you go outside in the world, your mind just be slipping, slapping, jumping around, right? But it's all about that. Okay, right now you are creating a new cup, so you have to receive these new feelings about your fixed way to think and communicate, so you can be like, oh, that's good and that's bad for now, for the next cycle. Because you might have a very good mind state that worked on Capricorn season, but you have to remind two things: new moon in Aquarius, and Capricorn season is a cardinal season. So it's not like, oh, that's it. No, Capricorn season is the start of something on a general scale, and the new moon is a start of something in a personal scale, right? So right now, the things that were working on Capricorn season most likely will not work as they were. You have to update them or yourself in that area. So, how so? Go from internal side of Saturn to external side of Saturn, right? And it's actually simple, okay? Because when you think about the zodiac wheel, when you reach Sag, it's after Scorpio, it's after the deepest shit. So from Sag to Pisces is the real spiritual, light, creative, exciting, and expansive side of your awareness. Sag, you share, you connect, you experience, and you create an image about all those deep experiences from Scorpio. Capricorn, you make a nucleus, a group of people that really understand you, that really support you, and you make a business. You make some money out of your spiritual powers, creativity, talents, ways to see the world, ways to help others, whatever. Then Aquarius, you take a cap and you make it lighter, more accessible, more open to others. And here comes the most real part, which is where you are right now, which is by you taking your personal limits, boundaries, ideas of the world, ways to conduct business, to have stability. When we take that from a personal standpoint, Capricorn, cardinal Earth, and you take that to Aquarius, you gotta be very responsible about the information that you are sharing, or about the, it's not, because it's not about being correct all the times. That's where Aquarius get lost. It's not about being correct all the times, because I've said some things that were not accurately correct, but the space I was coming from was making sense. For an example, I don't remember where, but once I said that Pokemon as a franchise was bigger than Tesla, and that's not true in terms of market cap and shit like that, but it's true in terms of influence. Way more people care about Pokemon, way more people interact and create content and use Pokemon content than Tesla. You know what I'm saying? So an Aquarius or a very scientific mind will get lost and go to Wikipedia like, bro, this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. How can Pokemon make more money than Tesla and shit like that? Perhaps it does, but it's like through movies, through years and years of selling consoles and games. And that's the jump from Capricorn, the book, the facts, the information, and then you as an Aquarius, when you fixate on something like that, you have to be very responsible, because if you are real unique and really spiritual, you're going to bring a lot of new ideas, and you have to be responsible with yourself and be like, bro, no, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not here to be correct in that way, because that's 10,000. I was already doing that, okay, and I'm beyond that. So right now I'm here to carry a message, to show you something that will change your mind, that will change your perspective about the world. Because if you think about it, in that case of Tesla and Pokemon, yeah, Tesla is a bigger company, but like I said, way more people care about Pokemon. Way more people go to the tournaments of Pokemon, way more people have Nintendo Switches than have Teslas, perhaps, right? And when you think about it, way more people have a Nintendo 64, a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advance, a Nintendo DS, a Nintendo 3DS. So Pokemon is bigger than Tesla, but not on the website, not on the numbers, not on the money it makes. But if you really think about it in a real unique way, you understand how Pokemon is indeed bigger than Tesla and these big companies right now. You know what I'm saying? Even to a point like Microsoft, Pokemon can be considered bigger than Microsoft, because way more people care about Pokemon. There is movies, animated shows, cards, people making content, people making their own fake game about Pokemon, right? People just have Windows because it's on the PC. Like Windows is a bigger or not Windows, Microsoft is a bigger company and they have Xbox and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? That's what really means for you to carry that information, Capricorn, right, into a higher degree. Because then what comes after Aquarius? Pisces, where you connect everything, where you see your existence and how it correlates with the overall existence. And that's how you really see your purpose in this lifetime and how it connects to what you have been doing before. And when you understand that, it's when you really connect with your power. It's when you understand that perhaps in your past life, you were doing this whole bunch of bullshit. That's why you hate that type of shit right now. That's why right now you can't even imagine being in that type of relationship, being in that type of routine, being in that type of job. Because in your past life, or in your childhood, or in your teenager years, spiritually speaking, you spend so much time creating these ideas and feelings about something that now your spirit can't even imagine. Because imagination is something that it's one of the first things that your spirit does. You know? What is an image, basically? Because it's not like your spirit is like those machines of the movies. An image is the movement that your spirit makes. Okay? And when your spirit does that movement long enough, it becomes real. So you were doing that so much, that movement, that your spirit, because you remember it, so your spirit starts imagining it, but it's like you start to feel super weird. Yeah, your spirit snaps right back out of that routine, out of that movement, and with a backlash, with some impact, and you feel it. Not you, but your chakras. Your moon might get hurt. Your solar plexus might, yeah.
You get like disgusted.
Or you might feel you might feel insecure. Your root and sacral chakra feel that impact. You trying to come back to that space you are tired of.
How dangerous it can
You
be
know,
for your spirit.
yeah, because spiritually, like your spirit can't die. You have to understand that. So when you understand that your spirit can't die, the whole meaning of dangerous really shifts.
Stuck.
Yeah, because not just getting stuck, but getting stuck in the wrong areas. Because of as a spirit, you want to get stuck. That's why the shadow government worships the four corners, the four fixed signs, because they know that as a spirit. Because if you think about it, many movies, many shows, many like, that's why we accept these legislations. It's about safety, shelters. Like, oh, we have to be all together because back in the day, the hurricanes will destroy your cities and will destroy your crops and shit like that. So we had to come together and create this city. And a lot of movies, it's about losing your girl or your job or your this or your that.
And
You know what I'm saying?
It's very powerful when you create the four corners. You go from like a learning lesson to doing something as a routine and pattern, like a structure. We learned this in the past, and now we have to do this to avoid all these damages.
True. And that's why, like, as a spirit, there is more intention in being fixed in something, because as a spirit, especially before you are aware of yourself, it's very chaotic. That's also what the shadow government fears. And bro, I just remember so many movies, they'd be like, it's chaos, it's beautiful but dangerous, and they call it darkness, they call it the quantum realm, they call it the afterlife, or the spiritual realm, but in other words, you know, they call it some other, the nether realm or the shadow realm. It's beautiful, all can happen, chaotic but dangerous, we can't predict it, we can't make sense out of it. Oh, you see? Thank you. You see those ideas? Straight out. My spirit doesn't like that shit. You know? So, let's come back to the point. New moon in Aquarius, right? Creating new ways to feel. But wait, let's conclude that point, because all I was saying is, you as a spirit, the new thing, because as a spirit, you already, before you became aware, you were already cardinal. You were already mutable. You were already just creating and mixturing, because you weren't aware of what you're doing as a spirit. But when you become aware, because and then you create a mentality, because a mentality is a totality of your minds, of your thoughts. So that's a general position. That's something that you can identify with. And then what are the most not identical, the most not ego, the most unique signs? Aquarius and Leo. And then falling a bit short to the desires, but also very unique, very charismatic and stubborn and shit like that, Taurus and Scorpio, the fixed signs, you know, because that's what really brings sense to existence. Yeah, that's, oh, but that hits hard like a rock, right? That's what really brings sense to existence, is the fixed energy, you know, is you creating a mentality that your spirit can be like, oh, that's me,
That's my house.
that's because your spirit made like a million movements, a million signatures.
I can come back to.
But then when you get fixed, it's not about those million that you did, it's about some of those that you really enjoyed doing. And that's your preferences, your natures, your animalistic natures, your proportions of your body, your color, because that's in the genes. But you as a spirit, you created those genes. You chose to follow that downward spiral into your father and mother. You chose, because I didn't born white because of my genes. My genes made a white skin because of my spirit. And that's it. Okay?
creation.
Yeah, you are the creator.
You are
You
there,
made the creation.
And that's why it's.
And then, bro, I'm just remembering. I have to kill this right now because I'm remembering some friends or people back when I was in college. They they were like, oh, I have this uh, physical problem or sometimes even mental problem. They'll like associate smoking with the genetics and be like, it's genetics. And I was like, what? Like, I understand genetics probably better than them, and I never saw myself under my genetics. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, it's my genetics, so I'm a slave, or like, because it was like, oh, I have this physical problem, I have these mood swings. Like, this is an example. I don't really remember what was their problem, but the problem is they had this problem and they thought it was their genetics and they thought there was no way out of it and they thought they were being a victim to that condition.
They are using their conscience.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about like being intolerant to lactose. I'm talking about some really light things that they be like, it's genetics, I can't do anything about it. Bro, it's your genes. How are you under your genes? How are you under, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. How are you suffering from your genes? You are misunderstanding something either right now, or you misunderstand your path as a spirit while you were creating, because that's what allergies, being allergic to something, means. It's like you are misunderstanding a spiritual tribe of this planet. Because think about it, if you are allergic to shrimp or to seafood, is a very general thing, right? So seafood is a specific being, a specific existence, but they share a common trait, or various common traits. So your spirit and some of the creations that your spirit made misunderstand that. So you can eat it, it doesn't taste bad, but when you are processing it, when you are being mutable, it's becoming a part of you now, because that's how you reconstruct your skin and your muscles. You take the information of an apple. What does that mean spiritually? You, as a bigger spirit, take a lot of small spirits that were learning something from their own, and you take that as a part of yourself. Scientifically speaking, you take all the nutrients and shit like that to remake your DNA, because you remake your DNA, but you need the little pieces, the adenine and the guanine and all of that. You need those, and you get those from you and from what you consume, right? So, as a spirit, if you are allergic to seafood, it means that your spirit and the maybe it's not your spirit, but it can be the spirits that followed you here to help you make this body. They misunderstand that. Okay, because there is nothing really bad about seafood. Most people can eat it, but you can't. So you are misunderstanding a tribe, a group of spirits, which is seafood. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the astrology and tarot of today. But keep in mind, because New Moon in Aquarius, it's all about this. What I was doing, you communicating and expressing your unique ideas, your unique thoughts, your unique process. Be like, you know what? In the other day I was thinking about this, and today I saw something that connected to that, so I'm going to express you that. And it's not just about the information, like I was saying, it's about your thought process. And that's another evolution that goes from Cap to Aquarius, because Cap is like the result, what you think. Aquarius is also that, but it's also, or more importantly, how you think. And you know that spiritual saying, that's very spiritual truth, very powerful. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you think, it's not what you conclude, it's how you conclude it. Because you might get right once or twice, a broken clock is right twice a day, and so you might get lucky, you might find the answer sometimes, but you can't do it consistently. You can't do it in any reality, in any realm, in any time. But if you have a more Aquarian mind, you have the thought process. You have the right, unique, powerful, adaptable, but consistent thought process. So sometimes you get the answers wrong, but the way you think sooner or later will lead you not to the right conclusion, but will lead you to the conclusion that there is no right conclusions, there is only the best conclusion for that specific scenario. And that's how you as a spirit don't exhaust yourself. Okay? Because it's not about you being or having the right thing, it's about you being in the right space. You know what I'm saying? So you can be the best that you can, not the best thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you have that right process, the thought process leads you way further than you knowing all the answers. Because eventually the knowledge will expand. The way that we conduct business will change. And the thought process will help you with that. But having all the right answers will not, because there is new answers now. And if you don't have the right thought process to know the answers by yourself, you will always be lagging behind. You know what I'm saying?
Always looking for a book to tell you
Yeah,
what to
a
do
book
on
or somebody else.
yeah, on a specific situation that is unique. It's like you have to develop that mentality for yourself in the process of developing it.
Real shit.
I also noticed that there is a whole arch from Gemini to
It is a gauntlet.
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, from Gemini to Cap.
Yeah, everything is filled from Gemini to Cap.
To Aquarius.
Cap.
Oh, see, yeah.
Oh yeah, so Mercury is in conjuncting right now. Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mercury and Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
We can be elevating our ways to think and communicate about new circumstances in the physical realm. So yeah, it's about the thought process. You're having your own unique thought process that you identify yourself with and that you know that works in reality. Others see you as yourself. They see you, oh, is that guy that thinks in that way? Is that guy that expresses himself in that way? Or is that guy that is really good at that video game but is also very funny or very this or very that? And it's crazy playing against him because you never know what's going on. Yesterday he was playing like this, today he's playing like that. Nobody knows why, he just does it like he has been doing its whole life. Because it's about the thought process. And then you reach the pinnacle of existence in this realm, which is Pisces. Because it's not about the thought process, it's about the being, the existential process. And Aquarius can reach that if they stop shaking and if they stop running and they accept the feelings, the emotions, the conclusions. Like, I made a mistake. Okay, the Virgos and Aquarius, you don't need to kill yourself right now. It's okay. That's how you learn more.
And that's the overall attitude, what creates an attitude and how you move yourself in everything you do.
What?
Your thought process and that being.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. So, yeah, then in Pisces, you see that it's even more than the thought process. It's even more that you having your own unique way to think and communicate. Is you being able to maintain that while associating, connecting, and receiving yours, others, and the world's feelings, emotions, dreams, imaginations, spiritual baggage, and generational curses, and you become this great. Because basically, if you think about it, we only have 9 numbers, but we have 12 houses, right? So Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, they are not they are not just a thing or just an aspect. They are a combination of things. Like when you, it's a exponential growth. When you go from Cap to Aquarius, it's not like you're taking a step further. It's like you are taking exponential steps. It's an exponential growth. But the thing is, Capricorn is still has Earth energy, so Capricorn sometimes does not go as far as it can be. But then Aquarius in Pisces, it's not like you go from Aquarius to Pisces and it's a different thing. No, it's like Aquarius is the external and Pisces is the internal of that height of your existence, of that zenith, of that pinnacle of your existence. So it's not, oh, you evolve from Aquarius to Pisces. No, it's you just are more internal, because in order for you to use all the Piscean power, you have to. It's a rule. It's a godly commandment. You have to have that fixed way to think, communicate, analyze, and see yourself in the world. Because if you don't, when you go to the Pisces land, you will forget about yourself. You will forget about everything that you learned from the first to the 10th house. It's easy like that. When you go into the real spiritual realm, when you go into the real all possibilities, it's all possibilities, right? That's why you need that mentality. That's why you need that ID. And the shadow government just, it's doing that. Everybody gets an ID now. Everybody needs that ID.
Yeah, now people associate their ID with a card.
Yeah, with a card or yeah.
Something.
Because once again, the shadow government hates the spiritual realm. The shadow government hates and is afraid of not having everything counted and everything calculated. But they can't. And that's why they like burning themselves out, because they know they can't. But deep down, they know they can't, but they still try and use every resources they have. Bro, once again, I'm always saying that. You don't need to give the resources to the spiritual people. Just share some, bro. Like, if you give me, not even $1 million, bro. Like, I don't know. You give me a good amount, and then I will do it by myself. You can come back, you can go back doing your stuff, you know, or you can just be around and participate. You know, like the shadow government nephews and grandkids. Guys, like, what you waiting for? Like, you just, by us participating, if you are a bit open-minded, because you have to, this is always actually a clash that I had with my parents and older people in my life. They said to me, you have to be more open-minded. And I was like, no, bro, I'm already open-minded. I'm already here trying to make you participate in something. I'm already being myself, trying to make you understand that you are trying to limit me because you are limited. So when the shadow government grandkids and nephews and daughters, when they come to us, we, the spiritual people, God's children, we are already open-minded. We are the ones in tarot, we are the ones in astrology, we are the ones in numerology, we are the ones not trying to or getting away from the routine and the system. We are already open-minded. Some people are too open-minded. Oh, the Pleiades, indigo charts and indigo children and human design and all that shit. You know? So when the shadow government makes contact with us, they need to be the ones with the open mind. And we have to be the ones with the open hand, because then many spiritual people be too prideful about, oh, the government, they will try to trick me or something like that. But if you are a real spirit, you let them trick you, because in reality, if you know what's going on, they are not tricking you, but they let them do it. Let them do it. Yeah, they think they are tricking you, and you're like, yeah, in the spiritual realm, yeah. On the physical realm, so you know you play the game, and then they give you the resources, the attention, the platform, and they use it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But New Moon in Aquarius, creating new ways to feel, creating new ways to emotionate, because an emotion is you spending more time with a feeling or within a feeling, and then from that one feeling you create more feelings, but they are all connected to that one feeling, and that the feeling is Lilith, the mother of demons, the mother of monsters, and your emotions are the monsters, are the those creatures that spawn out of one feeling. So you don't have a Lilith, you have many, not many, but you have some Liliths, you have some mothers. So and that's what means in those Arabic texts and practices that one man has a lot of wives, because it's like one spirit or one mentality has a lot of feelings that then create smaller representations. Like the haram, a lot of wives for one guy. You know what I'm saying? Which it's not necessarily correct. I'm just telling you that's where they got it from. Because then, especially in the Arabic world, they go deep with bloodlines. They go deep with trying to catch spirits, which they call the jinn, and then, oh, we want that specific way because our lineage, or this part of our lineage, because they be really specific, because they've been tracking down their ancestors for real. It's not like, oh, I came from Africa. Bro, Africa is huge, right? They'd be like, oh, we came from that little village in that part of that peninsula behind that mountain near that well in that house with 2 stores. That's where I came from 873 days ago. They know. And they know where they came spiritually from. Bro, and that goes deep. Like, I never did it myself, so I cannot really give you real examples. But in general, it's like our family or our lineage, because they don't have that fraternal love, they don't have that family love that people here in the West try to fake. They have a really business, demonic, quote unquote, look at family. Even Asian people be like looking at their family members like failures because they are not providing, because they are not. But then they get lost because then the Asians think that the right way is the shadow government way, while the Arabic people, they have this more king perspective about themselves and their lineage, the real lineage. But they be like, our family came from this space, our family came from these conditions, and right now we are on these conditions, and we are developing into those conditions. So we want this specific state that perhaps was already on our family, because they know how to do that. They know, oh, that spirit did that business grow 200 years ago, and we want to make this business that is similar to that other business grow. So let us bring back necromancy, that spirit, through this new child. Bro, and they go crazy. They be like, they have the girl and the man, and then some older woman watching the sexual act. And they're not just watching, they are judging, and they are channeling. They are like making a hole, making a vortex in a specific frequency and vibration. Basically, they are making a fishing net. But in the esoteric realm, is all about frequency and vibration, because and that's why when you go to space, you can see the other stars. You need to be inside of a star to see another star. It's all about the frequency and vibration, because most times in the spiritual realm, we just pass through things. That's why somebody calling you ugly might not affect you, but somebody calling you poor or calling you a bitch might affect you. You pass through, you being ugly, don't give a fuck. But somebody called you a bitch, called you a snitch, called you a hoe. Oh, you get, because it's all about that frequency and vibration. Some just pass through, others you catch in your net. So that's what they do. They want that specific spirit in that specific state. So they hum, or they make some practices, they burn some herbs, and then they be watching, and they be putting this pressure, they be putting these eyes, they be putting this intention. And then when the man brings forth the actual spirit, they catch it, because in the man, like, you have millions of sperm cells, you know, and inside of each sperm cell you have many spirits. So the man is just a vehicle. The man is just a vehicle to bring that intended spirit, but that doesn't even work a lot of times. They are just trying to catch that spirit, and that's why sometimes you have these prince and princesses that they don't have the power, they don't have so much of the heritage. They give him a lot of cars, they give him a lot of money, and they just be partying. They're not taking part of the real meetings, they're not making part of the real family reunions, they're not making these decisions. They're just rich and making partying in the yachts, because they basically, the whole family, the real family, is mad at them because the ritual didn't come out right and they caught the wrong spirit, and be like, the fuck, we were doing this intention, or we like we were Asians and we catch this lazy spirit. God damn it.
Yeah, because many of the spirits that they're trying to evoke don't even want to.
Yeah, they're already in the sixth dimension. Yeah,
because
but
they are trying to make slave ships out of.
bro, let's go into the astrological side of things. Let's take a tarot card for today. We take a tarot card for the new moon, which was Seven of Swords. So let's take a tarot card for today's energy. Sunday, 2 degrees in Aquarius, still in cusp with Capricorn. Sunday in Aquarius and Cap, and new moon in Capricorn. Let's go. And like, I was watching the Loza Pilot Man live stream, and he was saying that females be more connected with tarot and shit, which is true, but personally, I cannot, like, I go on YouTube and I cannot, I don't want this to sound misogynistic, because it's not, but it's like I cannot really trust any any girl, okay? But when it's a man doing tarot, it's more, you can trust more that message, because it's not so personal, it's more general.
It's not so also from feelings.
Yeah, and because that's the thing, I'm not being misogynistic, I'm being anti-shadow governmentistic, because many females out there doing tarot, they when they are they see a card that they think means a good relationship, because to them a good relationship is paying the bills, going to the movies together. So when they see something that represents that, they be like, oh, great relationship, and that's a toxic relationship. That's what I'm saying, you know? So they be telling you, oh, you're about to find a great relationship, and in reality, you're about to find the toxiest relationship of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's on the point. That's on the point. So I'm not anti-female doing tarot. I'm anti-females lost in their feelings, lost in the shadow government way to look at the world doing tarot.
Yeah.
And when a man does tarot, he doesn't need to be as spiritual as me, because they're not so connected with those feelings and emotions. They will be less lost. But we need more spiritual men doing some tarot. Especially, like, we might not be able to go as deep as female go, but we can show females how to act when they real deep. We don't know how to act when we real deep, but we show how to act with a certainty, with your identity. So when females are real deep, really dark, murky waters, they remember us and how we do things always, because men sometimes do those weird things that women don't understand. We get fixated, we chase the ball and shit like that, because we can remember the intent, because we don't get so diluted, we don't get so lost. So we can really remember the intent and chase that shit and chase that intention. And so when women doing tarot and astrology and divination and all that shit, deep in the spiritual realm, they remember us, and we work like as a light, as a guiding light. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then men make this simple, women make this deeper, men make this simple. Because if the whole YouTube tarot is just females going deep and deep, or going wide and wide, there is no point. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles for today. So today we are creating some new we are creating new, most likely, because new moon, or we are completing something that we were working on as a physical awareness about structure, about sustainability, about efficiency, about commitment, about responsibilities, and having your money and your gadgets to support your spirituality and creativity. Oh, and this was a part of the last reading that we did here on the channel. Three freeze. Fica com fome. Mas acho que não estou pronto para lasanha.
Queres alguma coisinha primeiro? Iogurte?
Não. Um pudim. É iogurte pequeno. Ok.
Queres?
Depois trago. Sim.
Queres agora?
Sim. No point going deeper into lostness. True. Some direction. So, let's go. New Moon in Aquarius. Astro reading. So, New Moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Pluto and Mercury, conjuncting the Sun, obviously, conjuncting Venus, conjuncting Saturn. Venus is conjuncting Saturn. So, we're really loving the world and our reality, or you're not really happy with it, and you just let it rock the boat, and you just going for what feels nice, and you don't really have to go too much into anything because you don't really feel like you can change the world. Then New Moon in Aquarius is also sextiling the Jupiter's in Aries, squaring Uranus in Taurus, trining Mars in Gemini. So, what does that mean? The moon in Aquarius, new moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Mercury in Capricorn. It means that we are creating new, logical, fixed, and unique ways to feel about our new ways to think and communicate about practical, new, and creative circumstances. New moon in Aquarius, conjuncting Venus, creating new, fixed, unique, and logical ways to feel and connect with or about our relationships, commitments, partnerships, and things that we love and enjoy. New moon in Aquarius, conjuncting Saturn in Aquarius. So good, Momo. Creating new ways to feel, connect, and attract in more logical, unique, and fixed ways, real circumstances, real associations, or ideas and mental structures that will help you build something based on your own way to think and communicate, so you can have stability in your life, but you still have fun, excitement, enthusiasm, and you are on some creative, spiritual things. Nice. Okay. New moon in Aquarius, sextiling. No, trining Mars. Oh, I need some of that water. I want. New moon in Aquarius, trining Mars in Gemini, a gift to create new, fixed, more unique and consistent feelings, emotions, and ways to communicate and associate those things in a more passionate or about more passionate topics, or with more passionate and real, trustworthy relationships. Or you can create new frustrations, new motivations, and new aggressiveness in how you think and communicate, because you might feel too serious, and when you communicate your passions or the things in your passions or what are your passions are too light, too scattered, too open, and that can frustrate you, can make you feel not respected, can make you feel not heard, or like others are not really caring about your new feelings, new emotions, and new visions about your individuality and the expression and association of it. New Moon in Aquarius, sextiling Jupiter and Aries, an opportunity to really see, experience, expand, and travel to future possible spaces that is very creative, very unique intention of being yourself, right? How can that, or how can you take that and create a consistent, logical, understandable, real, relatable way to be and relate that to others, okay? But if you have no real intention, if you have no real way to think and communicate, you will use this on a very low scale. You might not even notice this on your life. New Moon in Aquarius, squaring Uranus in Taurus, learning how to be more real, learning how to be more practical, learning how to be more consistent and supporting with these new feelings, with these new ideas, and with these new ways to see yourself in a more unique, relatable, associative, in how you associate yourself in new circumstances that can bring you fixed security, fixed profit, or fixed validation, but for the right reasons, for the right conversations, through the right associations. New Moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Neptune in Pisces, feeling more real or creating new, fixed, real, logical feelings and ways to process deep dreams, deep illusions, deep imaginations, and your awareness of your subconscious patterns. And lastly, but not least, New Moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Pluto in Capricorn, feeling more light, feeling more unique, and feeling like those past moments of trauma actually helped you build the stage, the vehicle, the spaceship where you at right now. So let me eat a little bit and then we'll go into the tarot reading. Tarot reading. Alright guys, let's go. Ready to go back. Just getting some energy, you know how it is. Taurus moon. In the new moon in Aquarius. Need that energy. Ooh, let's go, guys. So, if you have the sun, your sun, if you have your sun, moon, rising, or Mars in Aries, this reading is for you. So you are sextiling this new moon in Aquarius. So you have an opportunity to create new, unique, and individual as well feelings and emotions, but also more consistent, more structured, and more logical feelings and ways to associate and connecting yourself with others in a more logical way. So that's a great opportunity. Or you just might have an opportunity to create new wars and new battles that you should not be fighting. Let's see what card we have for the Aries. For the Aries. Ace of Wands. Oh, pretty simple, bro. Pretty simple. You are the gift. Your visions, your creativity, your passion, your motivation, your feelings, your ideas, your wants, your drive is very unique, very powerful, very different, very spiritual, and very enthusiastic, exciting, and drill inducing, as in not drill, drive. Drill drive, it's the same thing, or it comes from the same space. Your presence might be drive inducing. It might make others remember or create their passions and motivations. Or it's just happening to yourself. Let's move into Taurus. So if you have the sun, the moon, your rising, or Venus in Taurus, or if you have Scorpio sun, because Taurus is also ruled by the earth, and your earth sign is the opposition to your sun sign, you are squaring this new moon in Aquarius, so you have to learn how to create new, lighter, but still consistent feelings and emotions. You have to create new ways to be more open, more talkative, and more intelligent without exposing too much about yourself and your circumstances. Some scatteredness, it's normal. New moon time, a lot of possibilities, a lot of doors open. Gotta choose the right one. Oh, Cardinal Air, King of Swords. So basically, you just have to be yourself, supportive, but on a more logical, lighter, and on a way more communicative way. Okay, Tauruses, because Tauruses are like the energy of support, maintenance, taking care of something as well. And now you have to do that. You have great intelligence, great information, great ways to think and communicate that can support yourself and others. You're just gonna make sure you are associating yourself with the right individuals, you are participating in the right environments and in the right projects, so you can give this great support yourself to the right people, places, things, causes, and intentions. Let's move to Gemini. Gemini. So you have Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, or Gemini Mercury. You are trining the new moon in Aquarius, so you have a gift to create new ways to see yourself or to feel about yourself in a more fixed, consistent, unique, and individual way. And throughout this whole Aquarius season, you're gonna see yourself, or you have the gift to see yourself as unique and individual, or you have the gift to see the areas of your life where you are not unique and individual enough. And we have Three of Wands. Nice. You are becoming more aware of your spiritual powers. You are becoming more aware of your creativity, of your individuality, of your unique and exciting visions. And basically, you are being more aware of what it means to be you, of what it means to express yourself. And you are being more aware of how you want to be seen and how you want to express yourself as well. Let's go to cardinal water, aka Cancer. So if you have the Sun, the Moon, your rising, or Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in cardinal water, this card is for you, and you are misunderstanding in conjuncting this new moon in Aquarius, so you might develop the right feelings, care, maintenance, structure, but for the wrong reasons, for the wrong people, for the wrong states of comfort and stability. You know what I'm saying? Two of Swords. So you have to be very clear, be very logical. You have to judge your relationships, your conversations, the values and information is being shared very well, because you have here the opportunity to have a very light, very open, very logical, very resolving, heavy type of situations, relationship, conversation, or interaction. You just gotta make sure that you are doing that with the right people, with the right places. You gotta make sure that your relationships in general are light, a bit more distant, but more unique and original, and above everything else, that they make sense for you and your current situation. So let's go from cardinal water to Leo, fixed fire. So if you have the Sun, if you have the Moon, or if you have rising in Leo, you are opposing this new moon, so you can have a lot of insecurities, you can reflect a lot of things that you haven't dealt with yet. Ooh, two big cards, yeah. Wow, it's going to be deep for y'all because this new moon is conjuncting Venus and Saturn. So Saturn is already opposing your sign for a long time. So you can create new ways to feel bad about yourself. You can create new ways to accept hate or to start to think that others hate you. Or you can create new great opportunities for balance and self-understanding by realizing that all your power or your light, all your charisma must be used for the right thing, must be used for the right purpose, must be used for the right information. And you, as a Leo, sometimes need to tell the world, hey, pay attention to this, pay attention to that guy, pay attention to that Aquarius, because he's being real. He's not so cute, he's not so pretty, he's not so relatable, but he's speaking some real facts that you guys need to know right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got two cards. You got Pluto, Judgment. Judgment. I will come back for judgment. Boom. So you feel like the world is judging you, feel everybody's judging you, but you are changing. You are creating new ways to logically, really judge, evaluate yourself. Okay? And this represents big transformations in how you see yourself, how you see others, how you think others see you, how you value yourself, how you value others, and how you think others value you. But it's not just about money, it's not just about appearance, this goes way deeper. This goes into feelings, emotions, wisdom, knowledge, the ability to fix the car, the ability to resolve the situation, how you look when you say certain things, when you say that, when you say this. Deep transformation, very, very deep. And then you got a big charisma as well, a big card over here, the Hierophant. And this represents Taurus. So you as a Leo, right now, you have to learn what are the right desires, what are the right lights, what are the right enjoyments, what are the right things that you should be paying attention and directing others' attention to. Because the Hierophant represents your spirit, or the spirit transforming into something to then enjoy, to then experience, right? So by you changing how you value yourself and others and whatnot, you have to find the right new desires, the right new shapes and forms that you will take right now. So it is so deep for you, Leos. I will not speak much on this to leave more space for you guys to make your own mind and to make your own conclusions, but this is very deep. A lot of transformation, a lot of change, but it's very positive because you will find something in the real world that works for you and is enjoyable, but it's real and also makes sense. Let's go for the Virgos. Let's go for the Virgos. Yeah. You gotta accept the spirit, Virgo. Get a reading from Ezo, Leos. That's true, because I have that Aquarius stellium. I will see right through y'all, Leos. But Virgos, accept the spirit. Don't be afraid of connection. Don't be afraid of creativity and individuality. Virgo, wake up, wake up. You got too much money, got too much responsibilities. You're just thinking too much, Virgos. Wake up. You are not that. You are not that. You are what created that. You know, Virgos, wake up. Wake up. You need to go to sleep. You need to dream. Wake up. Wake up. Get it? Because they are asleep in reality. Or no, they are asleep in the spiritual realm because they spend too much time awake, aware of reality. So if you got Sun, if you got the Moon, if you got Rising or Mercury in Virgo, no way. This reading is for you. And they got the same card as Leo, but you don't need to learn the Hierophant because you already have that Earth energy. But you and Leos, the most emotional signs, because Cancer are also very emotional, but they got that Jupiter exaltation. They are always looking for purpose. They are always looking to change something, to be impactful, while you and Virgos just emotional. You guys just emotional. So you guys sharing this transformation, you guys sharing this change of how you judge yourself, how you judge others, how you judge the world, and how you think others and the world judge you and your values and your attributes and your capabilities and incapabilities. Virgo, it's okay to commit mistakes. Virgo, it's okay to not look dry. Virgo, it's okay. It's okay, I'm telling you. Wake up. Let's go, Libras. So if you have the Sun, the Moon, the Rising, Venus, or Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra, this reading is for you, and you are trining the new Moon in Aquarius. So you have a gift to create new, but structured, fixed, powerful, consistent, and unique feelings, associations, visions, and emotions about yourself, your individuality, and your responsibilities. And the key of this gift is the uniqueness, the consistency, you having a backbone and not just selling yourself short or running away from conflict. And you have Queen of Pentacles. So this gift is bringing you great physical, great structural, perhaps great monetary support is coming your way. But you Libras also, you have to learn how to be open. You have to learn how to be a bit more spiritual, be a bit more unique, and you especially gotta be more real, gotta be more unique, gotta be more individual, and see where or through what relationships this great support is coming from, because it might look like it's coming from there, but it's actually coming from there. So you gotta have discernment and distinguish those spaces. Let's go Scorpio. So if you have the sun, the moon, your rising, Mars, Pluto, or Uranus, because Uranus is exalted in Scorpio, this reading is for you. And you have a square with this new moon. So you gotta learn how to, you have to go through the learning process of creating and having lighter feelings, lighter emotions, lighter relationships, and lighter, more logical, more consistent, and that makes more sense desires, pleasure, angers, passions, and motivations. And you have the Queen of Cups. If you learn your lesson, if you do your attributes, spiritually speaking, if you change, you will receive great emotional, great spiritual, great feeling good and powerful anywhere, anytime type of support from yourself, the world, the universe, the spiritual realm, or from the people that you held on as dear and close to you. Queen of Cups, great emotional gift, great emotional support coming your way. Just gotta learn how to be more light, more communicative, and more unique about your desires, angers, motivations, passions, and aggressiveness. Let's go Sag. Sagittarius. Stop running away. You are very unique as well. And you are very communicative. And you're about travels as well. You're about change as well. So take this gift from the Aquarius, Sagittarius, to be more consistent, more committed, more unique, more real. Alright? So if you have the sun, the moon, the rising, or your Jupiter in Sagittarius, this reading is for you, and you are sextiling, you have the opportunity to create new, more fixed, more unique, more strong feelings, emotions, visions, and mental states about yourself and your associations. Ace of Swords, you got the opportunity to have a very unique, very powerful, very, there is nothing like it, way to think, communicate, analyze, or you have a very unique relationship, a very unique conversation, a very unique friend, or you are seen. If you show your true self, you can be seen, others can think about you, or they have a conversation with you and they felt like it was a very unique, powerful, kind of life-changing, mind-blowing, paradigm-shifting type of interaction and conversation, but you the gift, okay? But in a more logical, in a more communicative, in a more real and unique way. You gotta be like that. You gotta own it, Sagittarius. Let's go Capricorn. So if you got the sun, the moon, your rising, Saturn or Mars, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn, this reading is for you. And you are fatally attracting this new moon in Aquarius, so you might feel too real, you might feel too open, no, you might feel too serious, too close, too limited and boundaried about these new opportunities, these new feelings, these new emotions, and these new connections. And you got Cancer, Chariot. So you gotta remember the purpose, you gotta remember the why, You gotta remember the space that you came from, you wanna come back, or the new space that you wanna come into, in order to open yourself and connect yourself with others. In order to be unique and show your individuality, you gotta be more vulnerable, way more vulnerable. Caps, it's not about being strong, it's about being vulnerable and open to the universe. You gotta change, show your uniqueness, show your mind, show your true purpose, show your individual thoughts and your individual thought process. Like I said earlier in the live stream, Cap, it's what you think, it's the conclusion. It's you got it right, you got it wrong. Aquarius is how you think. It's the thought process, how you reach the conclusion, okay? And you are doing that, but on a more sentimental, more emotional level. Why are we changing? Why I have this passion to fight? Why I have this fire in me? Because there is that intent, there is that desire for expansion, or for care, or for love, whatever. But there is that, and you have to remember your opposition. You have to remember where you came from, or where you want to go on a spiritual level. Gotta remember your purpose, basically. Let's go Aquarius. Aquarius Sun. Aquarius Moon. Aquarius Rising. Aquarius Mercury, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius. Aquarius Saturn and Aquarius Uranus. This reading is for you, and you guys have the new moon in your face. So you guys are feeling new you, new mind, new friends, new relationships. It might be with the same person, they are a new friend, a new relationship. Okay, it might be with the same person, but you are a different person right now. Okay, so especially Aquarius right now, you have the opportunity to change everything in your life. But first, you gotta change how you think about yourself, and you gotta change how you see yourself. And you gotta be open for the feelings. And we got mutable air, Prince of Swords. You are developing a new external way to think, communicate, and associate yourself in a more light, relatable, accessible, understandable way. So you take all that Aquarius power, you take all that individuality, you take all that creativity, you take all that power, all that authority, and you make it more accessible. You make it more known. You make it more wide and more wise. You attract others. Okay, you learn how to be a bit more sweet. You learn how to, because you Aquarius, the real Aquarius, you got too much power. You got too much wisdom and knowledge to be seen as dry, to be seen as sour, to be feared instead of respected, to be seen as, oh, he's just that, instead of being, oh, he's that. You know what I'm saying? But this is a strange world. I have an Aquarius stellium, and I gotta admit, it shouldn't be like that, but in this world, the strong spirits must come down. You know why? Because there is not enough strong spirits. So the weak spirits, they are only weak because they forgot they are strong. That's actually a cool video, perhaps a short. Like, nobody is weak. They just forgot they are strong. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Nobody is weak. They just forgot they were strong. Nice. Nice. Okay, so Aquarius, you gotta make yourself more mutable, more adaptable, more relatable, a bit more carefree, because people gonna enjoy you. People need you. People don't know, but they need you. People need you. People tired of living in fear. People tired of living in darkness. People tired of living under a rock. People tired of living under their genetics. People tired of living under their emotions and feelings. People tired of living under this pressure, living under the dirt. People tired of living in general sometimes. People tired of imagining themselves, thinking about something different, saying something different, and they feel punished. They feel like somebody slapped them in the face right there. People tired of that. They don't even know, but they are. And without Aquarius, what will bring us change? What will bring us the gadgets? What will bring us the sports? What will bring us the great scientific, spiritual communities? Aquarius, it's our time now. Let the world remember that they need us. And let yourself remember that you already have everything within you that you need. The only thing you need left is to create a healthy connection with this world, because the true Aquarius already have the individuality, they already have the brains, they already have the discernment, they already have the creativity, they already have the platform and the business minded. Okay, me, the only thing left is to create a healthy relationship with the people in this world. And you have to understand, bro, people dumb. It's not like an Aquarius saying people dumb, okay? And if you want to connect with them, you gotta understand that, like, you gotta tone down the information. You gotta show them why it's important, not just throw the information at them and then you hope they understand why it's important. And once again, people only dumb because they forgot they smart. Okay? Because most people that I see as dumb, the most common answer to every question that I will ask them is I don't know. So they're not dumb because they have the wrong questions, bro. And this is just connecting to what I was saying earlier. I don't see people as dumb because they have the wrong answers. I see them as dumb because they don't have the right thought process, because they don't even try to think. They don't even try to reach a conclusion because they don't believe in themselves. I'm too dumb. I'm too this. I didn't read that book. Bitch, I don't read books. Oh, I never learned astrology. I learned astrology real quick. You don't need to study astrology. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in yourself. But Aquarius, connect with the world and everything will be alright. And lastly, but not least, powerful Pisces. So you have the Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Neptune, Pisces Jupiter, or Pisces Venus, because Venus is exalted in Pisces. This reading is for you. And you are fatally attracting this new moon in Aquarius, so you might feel very dreamy, you might feel very imaginative, you might feel very emotional, touchy, and impressed by these new thoughts, or you might just feel weird because it's coming from the same space but in a more logical way, and you'll be like, I have this power as well. No, I'm just dreamy. No, I'm just artsy. No, I'm not. It's not about thinking, it's not about making sense, it's just about enjoying and connecting. No, Pisces, the world also needs you, and they don't know, but you don't even know that you need yourself. You don't even know that the world needs you, because Aquarius sometimes the world doesn't need the Aquarius, and the Aquarius is like, the world needs me. World, need me. The Pisces, sometimes the world gotta be like, Pisces, like, I was playing victim, but it took so long, I'm so tired. We need you. Can you please come down to earth? Oh, what? What? Sorry? Pisces. Pisces, we need you. Come on, please. But I gotta be real to help you. Yes. But I gotta make sense in order to help you. Yes. But Pisces, look. And then the world, the lost world needs to try and get smart and be like, Pisces, listen to me. You can still be creative. Actually, we need your creativity. Oh, you need my creativity? Yes, but it gotta make sense. No! No! My creativity making sense? Never! But Pisces, you need us as well. Okay? And we need you. We, the world, gotta be more open to your spirituality. And you don't need to be open to us. You just need to do what spirits do. Be a bit more organized and connect with the world around you. No, nobody understands my pain. Nobody understands my art. Nobody understands my love. Pisces, 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 Pisces. That's your responsibility. That's what you need to do. You need to make others care about that. You need to know. You need to make others know about your pain. How you want to make others? How you want others to know about your pain if you ain't making a book yet? How you want others to know about your pain if you haven't made a song yet? How you want others to know about your pain if you haven't made a painting yet? How you want others to know about your pain if you haven't made a movie about it yet? How you want others to know about your pain if you didn't make a YouTube channel about that? How you want others to be in astrology like you if you have no YouTube channel, or if you don't make content, or if you don't spread that message? But nobody knows my pain. You gotta make them know your pain. It's so easy for you, Pisces. You take a flunked out experience from your life and you make a movie, you're a millionaire. What you say? Millionaire and crazy. Yes, that's a Pisces. Let's go. Card for Pisces. Boom. Ace of Pentacles, unique physical product, unique physical circumstance, unique monetary gains, unique situation in the real world, backed and supported by the Princess of Cups, because you are creating new ways to internally deal with your emotions and feelings. You are creating new ways to be like, bro, that feeling can make a good movie, or just it's not even about what this is creating, just this plus this millionaire movie. The emotional process, the real way to put that into a movie or a book or a song. The experience, the spirituality, the feeling, how you went through those feelings, how the people around you went through those feelings with you. Making the movie, thousands of millions of dollars. Is that easy, Pisces? Is that easy? But it's only for you. All the other signs need to work their asses off in their own spirituality. You as a Pisces, why you think the Pisces constellation was born out of the 12th house? Because it already has all the spiritual elements that it needs. It just needs one quote-unquote last time in this realm. It just needs to come back down. It's like we went to the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension. We created a form there, and we are coming back to the first dimension to be like, bro, that's how we started. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Now it's so way easier to do shit down here. That's how Pisces should act down here. It's so easy. You guys need to work. I'm just smoking, drinking, and then my feelings, I make a song about that millionaire. You know? Bro, my boyfriend hurt my feelings yesterday. Yes. Make a book about it. Millionaire. Bro, I step on the street, I fall with my face on the floor. I felt so weird. Movie time. Millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And that's simple, but that's for you, Pisces. And then you have the most power, and you also have the most responsibility, because like I said, It's up to you to make others care. Because you got Venus exalted. You care too much. You're gonna make others care about your pain. You're gonna make others interested in your feeling. Because you already caring too much. I felt so weird. Yes! That's great for... Yes! Movie time, anime time, show time. 13 seasons show about how weird I felt when I was taking a shit yesterday. 13 seasons. 13 seasons, 10 episodes each. 12 episodes each. Bitch! Easy. Capricorn, get the budget. Aquarius, get the crew. Leo, act. Virgo, make the account. Aries, show others why is this important. Taurus, bring the food, bring the support. Gemini, create the website. Cancer, make others care about it or make this feel comfortable. Libras, don't stop talking. Scorpios, bring the blunt. Sagittarius, shut down the church, make people talk about this in a spiritual way. Or just, I don't know, Sagittarius, how can Sag help in a business? They can help the Geminis. Yeah, they can help the Geminis. The Sag can help the Geminis and the Libras make their activities exciting. Sagittarius can help the Aquarius find the right people. Sagittarius can prevent Virgos from killing themselves. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Sag. Bus store. Yeah, bus store. Everybody make a bus store. Everybody come know the Pisces. Yeah, that's like, hey, it's the Pisces. That movie, I made them feel that way. I betrayed them. I said I love them. I committed with them, and then I ghosted. I'm the reason why this movie exists. Sag time. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. That's all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys create the best thoughts, create the best ideas for yourself, and just be very unique. Yes, Sag just creates a huge fire show. Sagittarius just creates this huge fire show in the opening day. It's like the premiere day fire show. Everybody will remember that day forever because of the fire show that the Sag organized. Real shit. So, everybody, every spirit, just fuck the world. Be yourself, and eventually you will find you will create the right structures, associations, and circumstances. But if you never ever be yourself, if you never think fuck the world, I'ma be me, you will never find, you will never create, because you'll be participating in somebody else's structure. You'll be associating with somebody else's community. It's only when you lose all the connections with the earthly realm, it's only when you lose all the earthly tethers that you create the right ones for you. And it's quick, it's fast, it doesn't need to be this dark moment of your life. No, it's like you can detach real quick and you understand. Those friends and families? No. And you still like, you can have meals with them, you can go out and party with them. Perhaps that's the role that they have in your life, to make you change your focus from the mission to enjoy a little bit so you can come recharged to the mission. And then that enjoyment, that demon time is a part of the mission. It's how you make it and how you react to the situation. You better believe it. Go follow Daria. Go check out Daria. She's a very talented, gifted, creative Pisces. She has a lot of content, a lot of art, a lot of sculptures, a lot of YouTube videos, gaming channel, paintings, and some things that only Pisces can do, but on a real way. Thank you very much for watching. Till the next time, Aesthetic Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon.